Hello chess friends, if I ask you what is the most important piece in chess, you might answer queen or king, others might say pawn is the best piece. But if I tell you the most important piece in chess is knight, Garry Kasparov's octopus knight, which carries +11 advantages in this game, better performance than queen, I am serious. Let's go into the game. Karpov started with e4, Kasparov respond with c5, we have knight f3, you can play d6, e6, even knight f6, Kasparov played e6, d4 by Anatoly, c captured pawn, knight comes, we have knight b5, very popular move here, he says, I will make my octopus knight, then bishop here. Seizing this diagonal, Kasparov says, okay, do it in your night dreams, c4, knight f6, knight comes, a6 by Garry, knight back to a3, guys, what you will play, believe me or not, best move is to play queen a5, or play natural developing moves, but Garry says, I am a Stockfish subscriber, let me go with brilliant level, d5, this pawn is targeted by the 4 pieces, okay, we have pawn captured pawn takes, e captured pawn, knight goes to b5, targeting back the pawn with knights. Karpov is not Stockfish subscriber. He played an accuracy move bishop e2, best was to play bishop c4, try to protect the pawn, okay, bishop c5 by Kasparov, he didn't take the pawn, castle by Karpov, short castle, bishop to f3, we have bishop f5, bishop comes to g5, he wants to play bishop e4, takes, then knight takes, creating pressure to the knight, okay, rook e8, getting the open file, and protecting the e4 square, queen up to d2, we have b5, rook goes to d1, he wants to push the pawn to target this innocent rook. Garry Kasparov is master-minded chess player, he played knight d3, it is called octopus knight, the knight is covering these squares very well, targeting this and this, with bishop, this is coming, the knight is needed in the future, to pressuring the king side, and the g2 pawn with queen and knight, be fearless, you are a Stockfish subscriber, push the king side pawn as a future strategy. So, in this position, Anatoly Karpov moved his knight back, best was to play d6, let me show the variation because you will not understand my arrow lines correctly, d6, targeting the rook, and play copycat, I mean knight cat, I mean both knights are doing very good job here, pressuring the knight, and the game could continue like this. But, back to the position, we have knight back to b1 which is mistake, h6 by Kasparov, bishop backs, we have b4, knight runs away, bishop back to d6, you might think, Stockfish why not, he is trying to eliminate this disgusting knight, but things are not so easy, if bishop e2, then white will play bishop takes h2 check, king takes bishop, then the killer move comes knight g4 check, bishop takes, king backs, then queen takes, bring your knight to deliver checkmate, because he insulted your knight. If pawn push then bishop will seize this, knight check is a big threat there. So, back to the position, white is still threatening bishop takes h2 check, then knight here, queen takes bishop, so, bishop here, we have rook c8, b3 by white, g5 by Garry Kasparov, because he is a Stockfish subscriber, he can play g4, rook gameplay on g2 square, and also knight e4, okay, we have bishop takes bishop, queen takes d6, he is threatening to play g4, I mean white position is very restricted, knights are in a very useless squares, remember, most of the times knights are good in center square, we have g3. Knight backs, he maybe wants to rotate it, bishop backs, queen on f6, he play g4, then knight here, knight f3, bishop takes, then pawn takes, then the king will be locked in his own cage, he is trying to break the structure in queen side, Garry says, nope, a5 protecting this, takes, queen slides, bishop g6, inaccuracy, best was to play g4, okay, d6 by Karpov, we have g4, queen slides, king up to g7, f3, queen takes, pawn takes, queen check on d4, king on h1, Kasparov shows killer attitude knight f6, threatening this. Then f2 check, so, Anatoly have to play rook f3, try to protective of these, knight comes on e4, targeting this, queen have no square to run, so queen takes, we have knight f2 check, targeting this, if you play king g1, then knight f3 check, king slides, queen takes queen, rook takes, rook to e1 check, rook can't back because of knight forking on f3, so, bishop backs, knight takes, bishop takes, I mean, you will lose of your piece, and I will win the game, so, in this position, we have rook takes f2, giving a queen to black, rook here, queen e3, rook takes, rook goes to c1, you can't take the queen, if you dare to take the queen, then, rook takes, bishop here, rook takes, king here, exact the same variation, you will lose one piece again, and the game will be over by black, so, back to the position, we have knight backs, queen here, if rook takes c1 happen, then rook e2, threatening mate in 1, so, rook here, rook e1, you have to play rook takes rook, then queen check, bishop here, and it will be checkmate. So, back to the position, we have knight d2, rook takes rook, knight takes rook, then the killer move rook check, Anatoly resigned the game, because no matter what you will play, bishop or knight, rook takes, bishop takes, then queen takes will be checkmate. So, wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you in my next video.